So welcome back to Orchid House. I'm Olivier in Fort Lauderdale, and these are two so-called butterfly orchids. And actually butterfly orchids refer to 4 different species, and these are krameriana that you see now, and then versteegiana here at the top. They look fairly similar, obviously. There are a big difference. This one, the petals and the dorsal sepal are separate or are more spread out. This one is more clumped together. These dorsal sepals are basically pointing downwards, whereas this one here on the side. So those are differences. The plants themselves are quite different. So this is versteegiana. It has reddish leaves at the back, heavily mottled. The bulbs are, let me get this out of the way. So these bulbs are really compressed on the side, but also they are large, and the leaves are fairly pointy. This plant, by the way, grows in Ecuador, Peru and Bolivia. This one is more north: Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador and Peru. These bulbs here are much smaller, much thicker. The leaves are some are more mottled than others, but they are a lot more green. The back is not red at all. And another big difference is that the inflorescence here at versteegiana is really tall, way above the leaves, can be up to 1 meter tall. While these ones are small. I have 3 inflorescences. The new one here is about to bloom for the first time, but they are nowhere near as tall. Now, how do you grow these guys? I mean, there's one that's called papilio that needs a dry rest. These two typically do not need a dry rest. They need plenty of water, but they also need to really dry out in between. It's an oncidium after all. I grow them both in tree fern fiber, which I think is perfect for this kind of plant. This one I've only had 4 or 5 months. I take credit for the inflorescence. It wasn't there when I bought it. I would like to have thicker bulbs. I'll try and see if I can water more. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like this. The other one I had for 1.5 years has bloomed repeatedly, very healthy. And it's also grown in tree fern fiber. In terms of light, this is for the presentation in the sun, but they grow in full shade. And fertilizing moderately. I mean, oncidiums are not as hungry as other plants. And what else did I miss here? Yeah, the watering. So basically, yeah, you water them good and then you let them dry out in between, and that's basically it. So the notion that there's one butterfly orchid is a simplification. There are 4 species, and the ones you find in the trade are usually primary hybrids, cross and back crossed, to have bigger flowers and stuff like that. But they usually, what's typical, there's 1 flower at a time. It lasts 1 week to 1 month depending on the species or the cross. Then they fall off, and then the spike continues growing, and it's going to continue flowering for a long time. So as long as these are green, you keep them. They're going to continue blooming. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.